What's going on, everyone? This is Zach with Strictly Shisha. This thing may look like a scrawny little glass hookah, but it hits like a beast. This is the Roy Night Hookah. I believe this is one of the smaller ones in the Roy lineup. To give you perspective to my hand, it's super tiny and compact, but this thing rips. I'm having so much fun testing this thing out on these beautiful summer days. That's how I imagine smoking glass hookahs, with a nice summer fruity flavor in there, nice and cooling in these little glass hookahs with LED lights or little fruits hanging in there. That's how I enjoy smoking glass hookahs. So this glass hookah is one piece, solid. This down stem is not removable. Comes with this beautiful Roy hose, glass hose, silicone washable, a removable purge. This hookah has a fixed male bowl port, so you can use any standard bowl of your choice. It actually does come with a very nice glass Roy funnel bowl. Sadly though, we had an accident yesterday. The bowl fell off my hookah and smashed on the floor. Don't get me wrong though, the bowl is very high quality. I dinged it around the sink a few times, didn't break. But the bowl wasn't no match for concrete, just like any bowl. I dropped a good fella on the concrete the other day and it did the same exact thing. So the bowl was very good quality, held about 20-ish grams, fit perfectly with any heat management device. I used it with foil, no foil drag. It was a very good bowl, and it was my go-to bowl for a few weeks until I dropped it. So I'm not using that bowl today, but I am using a stone bowl by Brandon George, using the Ottoman Igneous. I have 3 titanium cubes in here, smoking a little bit of Ufzal mango. Like I said, a nice summer flavor to complement this beautiful hookah. So let's get into the hookah itself. The build quality on this is fantastic. The glass itself, I'd say it's about the width of 2/4 when you put them together. That's about how thick this glass is. It's not as thick as my Dashini, about as thick as my Spoolin glass, so very good quality thickness and materials on glass. I believe this is American-made glass hookah, none of that Chinese junk. But I have a new perspective on glass hookahs. I am probably the most clumsy, the most haphazard person you'll ever meet. I'm always dropping things and breaking things, and that's why glass hookahs scare me. But I've realized though, these glass hookahs are no different from a base on a traditional hookah. If you take care of them, and just like you take care of the base on your normal hookah, these things will last. They are very good quality. And this one is no different from those. The hose on this, the hose draw is a little tighter than a very open draw like a Brazilian Thunder or a D hose, but it's still a very enjoyable draw. This nice glass mouth tip here is removable for cleaning. It has a spring system here so your hose doesn't kink on this washable grade silicone. Very nice here. I love the actual texture of this silicone. It reminds me of the Apple on Top Carbon 1 hose. You can tell it's very good quality. It's not like your D hose that snags on your couch or on your skin, so you're worried about accidentally knocking over your hookah. The hose itself is a fantastic accessory. Comes with a standard glass purge. And to be honest, I'm not actually sure if this is the purge that came with this hookah. This might be the one that came with my Spoolin. But either way, it is a standard, cookie cutter glass purge. Got a glass ball in there. It works very, very well. And I'll demonstrate the purge at this time. Real quick though, before we purge, I want to give you guys a tip. With any glass hookah with grounded glass fittings, you want to make sure your purge valve is secure and deeply sat in the hookah. I've heard many horror stories about people purging their glass hookahs and the purge valve, the whole thing just like shoots out and shatters to the ground. So you want to make sure it's all the way in there. But as you can see, the base is full of smoke, and let me give it a quick purge. As long as I can breathe and I purge, the base is very, very clear. So the purge works perfectly. It's a little tight, it's not open like a Regal or a Starbuzz, but it functions very well, and considering the small nature and size of this base, it purges beautifully. The size of the base though is one thing that I really like about this hookah. When you're smoking out of a small profile hookah like this, and the base is quite small, I get really nice and dense clouds out of it. The smoke actually has less area to expand, so you just rip the fattest, thickest clouds ever. So let me take a few hits for you guys and talk about the overall performance of this hookah. Even after 45 minutes into my session, this thing is ripping fat clouds. It has the ability to produce huge smoke, and it's such a joy to smoke out of. I really enjoy everything about it. The draw is a little restricted, but it's still enjoyable. It feels open. It has a built-in diffuser into the downstem. It's 2 slots on either side of the circular downstem. It makes it really smooth and quiet. So if you have this sitting on a table and you're watching a movie or you're talking with friends at the pool, this thing won't interrupt all that gurgling the whole time. It's really nice and quiet. You do want to find the perfect water level for this hookah though, because it is smaller profile and you don't want to take big inhales and it floods into the hose. So it took me a while to find the perfect water level. But what I found is that if you put the water just above the top notch of the diffuser system, it ends up being the perfect draw. It won't flood, and it's overall a great experience. So this hookah is definitely something I would recommend to you guys if you're looking for an entry-level hookah that's cost effective. It runs like 130 bucks before discount code on 5starhookah.com. It's got a nice sturdy base to it. I'm not worried about knocking it over. If you're looking for a nice travel hookah, this thing will definitely compete against the new Ottoman travel size hookah. It's perfect. Everything about it I really like. I don't find many flaws in it other than the fact that it's not super wide open. But even though, I still really love smoking this thing. So if you guys want to pick one up, definitely check out 5starhookah.com. And thank you Alex and Mary for sending me over this cute little Roy Night hookah. Now that I have it, I love it. And I had never actually considered buying a Roy glass hookah. This is the first one in my collection. But after seeing the quality of accessories, the bowl if I still had it and didn't break it, the overall cost of the package, I am definitely tempted to buy another one. So thank you guys very much for watching. Look forward to seeing you guys again soon. Bye guys.